Welcome to the Fit with Dave podcast.
House growing up in middle school, and see you doing all the aerobics, and I even stole your plastic 7.5 pound dumbbells. Remember those, the white ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
I got
gosh.
swole off those.
Welcome to the Fit with Dave podcast.
Here with one of my favorite guests of all time, basically my second mom here. She's like my second mom, my best friend's mom. She's a grandmother, she's a sister, she's a business owner, fitness instructor, fitness enthusiast, and amazing friend. Welcome to Fit with Dave, Melinda McQuillin.
Thank you, David.
Yeah, good to have you.
Yeah, great to be here.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. So, this is my podcast for new people in the fitness world. So first, just start off, just tell us a little bit about yourself. You know, where you're from.
Okay.
What do you like to do? Kids, grandkids.
Okay. Well, I'm from this area, DFW. Been here, ever since I was a child. Born in Graham, Texas. Just to say, I'm proud to be a Texan. But let's see. I have 2 sons and then 4 grandchildren. 2 boys, 2 girls. Really proud of them. 10, 8. 2, and I just got a new granddaughter. She's a month old. But always loved fitness. Love helping people. So my passion is fitness, and my passion is helping people. So I'm just a fitness enthusiast. I love to instruct people. So that's who I am, and that's what I love.
To the core. To
Yeah.
the core. I used to go to the house growing up in middle school. And see you doing all the aerobics, and I even stole your plastic 7.5 pound dumbbells. Remember those, the white ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
I got
gosh.
swole off those.
I didn't know what happened to those.
Colby was
I just
using
remember those.
Gordon's heavyweights, like the 15. So these were like 15-pound dumbbells.
Yeah.
And I was in middle school, so they were heavy, right? I could curl them like a couple times.
They had
but
to
we all
sand
know
them.
that those ones they got rust on them, so they're really like 20 pounds.
Okay.
So they say 15, but I swear, we always joke
about
that the 35-pound dumbbells feel like 50-pound dumbbells. I don't know. This was maybe some old metrics that they used to weigh those things.
Strange.
So
that's hilarious.
we go way back. Thanks for all the free meals and stuff.
Yeah, he was my child. He was.
You paid it. You paid it forward. So now you don't pay for anything. You come over here, you get all the supplements you want.
Thank
tea,
you. That's why I came over.
Free meal. Maybe I'll make you something after this. So let's see. So why is being healthy so important to you? Like, you grew up. Was it something you naturally just caught on to, or is it something that you just? Was it like a conscious thought, or was it just the way you've always been?
Okay, it's a story that David doesn't know. I didn't, you don't say a lot of things until people really ask you. But in elementary, I was so good at field day. I got all these ribbons. I was always first place. And it spiked my interest in track. So my dad signed me up to be on the Garland track club. It was the select track club. And before I did that, I was actually in gymnastics. Very good in gymnastics, very good at track. So I had to make a decision, which one did I want to do. So I chose track, and I ended up being second in state in the 800 meters. So I think that made me have the confidence, and I did train a lot. And I always loved the training. I loved everything about trying to push yourself to be a better person. And that was at a young age. So probably in elementary, during middle school and high school, I would get up every morning and run, and I would do jump rope for 45 minutes. So I just started out, as a young girl and young woman, always working out and loving it. Just always part of who I am.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
You don't really have to motivate yourself that much to
No.
work out. It's just something that you do.
I love it.
So, for some new listeners that are maybe they're getting into fitness, or they're trying to figure out where they fit in, what they like to do. You've worked in a lot of different places. You've done a lot of different classes. I've seen you teach kickboxing and yoga and aerobics and all these different classes. Jazzercise. Forgot about that one. And
salsa.
You've been a part of a lot of different gyms as well. And there's some hot ones right now. So I want to touch on those for the new listeners. So Hotworx, Spenga, and Orange Theory. Massive, amazing companies that you've worked with, worked at, been a member of.
Yes.
So tell the listeners just a little bit of the differences, maybe things you like or don't like about one of them. I know you pretty much like everything about all three of them. But so let's start with Hotworx.
Okay.
What's your experience with Hotworx?
Well, okay. I always have loved the dry sauna. And I used to go in the dry sauna and do things like squats and all kinds of different like movements when I was in the dry sauna. So when they opened Hotworx, that's what it is. It's a dry sauna that you either do yoga in, Pilates, you ride a bike, they have a row. So you have all these different exercises you do in like 90 to 100 degrees. And you even get to pick your like what degrees you want. You have an option for doing that. They won't let you go over a certain heat because it's dangerous. But it's a very difficult workout, very challenging. So the bad thing about it was good, but let me tell you the downfall. If you're in the room by yourself and you don't feel like working out, you can just lay there. Nobody knows. So
you sweat and you feel like
that's
you worked out.
the one thing about it. But it's good because sometimes we just need to relax. So, but that's the good thing was the room, the heat, the dry sauna thing, the workout. But I really think group fitness is a little bit more challenging because I need the other people to push me. Right. So good and bad there.
Yeah. And I like the Hotworx facility, but the weight room's kind of small. It's nice, but it's better to go in some weird hours where no one's there. Something like that.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So, okay, what about Spenga? I know you recently was just working with them, and tell us what type of exercises they do and
how
what
it
you
is.
like about it.
Spenga is amazing. I really like it. I think they came in business in 2016 is when it started. And Spenga stands for spin, in the middle is strength, and then the end is yoga. So when I did the combination, my niece invited me. I was like, whoa, this is great because spin's a challenge. Then everybody needs to do weights. So no matter really, I believe, and I think most people in the fitness industry would say you need to do weights.
Correct.
Weights are important. So they incorporate that in the middle. And then you have the yoga. So I've never experienced that kind of stretch at the end of a workout, and I really believe that is very important. I feel like you just need to elongate your muscles. You need the stretching, and a lot of times we tell ourselves we're going to stretch, but when you don't have that incorporated into the class, and they say, "Oh, just go stretch," you don't really do it. And I think it's very important for, like I said, your muscles. They don't get sore as much. They also, you don't have injuries. Just a lot of different things about it are
and as you
wonderful.
age,
it's important.
You want to be strong, so that you can get up off the toilet.
And it's relaxing. I think sometimes we don't relax during the day, and that gives you that time to relax for yourself. When you're doing the yoga.
Oh yes, the yoga. Yeah.
So, because at the end it's yoga. Now the strength. Everybody kind of understands strength, but the one good thing about Spenga, I want to mention that I didn't notice anywhere else, maybe at Orange Theory, but they do a different workout every time you go in. It never repeats. You'll never have the same workout twice.
Right.
So that's what I really liked about it too. It's really challenging.
So similar to Orange Theory. So that's one of their things is they don't believe in having the same workout twice.
You don't get bored. And they also monitor your heart rate and your zones and where you are, so you're always pushing yourself to do better and better.
Right.
No matter who you are.
Theory, right?
For both. Spenga.
Oh, for both. Spenga
does that, yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Spenga does that too.
Okay, so let's transition into Orange Theory now. So what are the exercises? What is the layout? And
So Orange Theory is exactly, I believe they're the same thing. It's the only difference is Orange Theory, instead of doing spin, strength, and yoga, they do treadmill, strength, row. And sometimes they switch it around, but they're doing, you're doing 20 minutes, 20 minutes, and 20 minutes. So they're just doing more of 2 cardios and strength. So I like Spenga in the fact that they're doing 1 cardio, the strength, and then the stretching, the relaxation. So I feel like that's more beneficial. It's just a better, like it's a smart idea. But Orange Theory is great in the fact that they do monitor your heart rate throughout the whole workout. Spenga does in the beginning, the 20 minutes. They don't after that. So that's the differences, yeah.
Okay.
Through the cardio.
And I know you said you don't like the row machine. I personally like the row machine. It's good for it's good for power because there's nothing limiting you from how hard you can row, and so it's really, really good for power and strength and endurance all in the same. So it's a very full body.
The row is a good machine, but I honestly don't like the. If I'm gonna run, I'm gonna run outside.
Oh yeah,
treadmill. I love nature. I love like to me, running outside is just totally different. When you're on a treadmill, it's very hard. Yeah,
and I always Orange Theory, always in the red zone because I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna pace myself. I'm just gonna be in my own zone. And I look at the person next to me, and I'm like, no, they're not beating me. And I get the Will Smith mentality.
That's funny.
I'm gonna win or I'm gonna die trying. So that's just how I am, and so I always leave those workouts dying.
That's good, though.
Just because I don't do that much cardio like that, and even the weight training is very it's like HIIT training.
Well,
it's like back and forth, and you're doing.
Yeah, it's not the heaviest weight at Spenga. I noticed this was 30 pounds.
Yeah.
But
Which is good for someone,
Yeah, it just depends on what you're doing, but they do have the BOSU. They have all the TRX bands.
Yeah,
the TRX bands are good. The BOSU, because you're balancing yourself, so it's just what you prefer.
Okay. So now let's transition into your nutrition and things like that. But first, I want to get an idea. What does your morning routine look like? How do you start your day?
I thought about this. The morning routine has taken years and years. So when you listen to me, I just want you to realize, start out with something and go from there, because it takes time. It's a process, and I'm always changing mine too. So the first thing I do is I pray. I'm into prayer. That's the first thing I do, and then I get up. I have water, and David has inspired me. I was drinking 1 of these, and now I'm drinking 3 of these, because I realize, the more water in the morning, the better. So thank you for that inspiration, David. I love it. I listen to Fit with Dave, and I like some of the things that he says, because I know to do that, but I needed the encouragement to do. Yeah, I wasn't drinking enough water. And then right after that, I have my tea, all my teas. I have herbal teas with an energy called Lift Off, and then with the nitric oxide. That's Nightworks, and I love that combination hot. So I drink that, and then I have my quiet time. I study, I read, and then I go and work out. And then I come back and I shower, and that's pretty much what I do before I start my day. And then I go to work or whatever I'm going to do. I think I've got everything in there.
Okay.
Yep.
And we don't need to go through your entire meal plan or whatnot.
That'd be boring.
Very boring. Very boring.
Very boring.
But what's because snacking is such a difficult thing, right? It's hard to find healthy snacks. If you go to the store and you're like, go to the snack aisle, it's just prepackaged things
junk.
and it's just junk, right?
Yes.
So what's a couple of snack things that you love that you incorporate? Maybe someone even new can just easily incorporate. I'm on my own, so I don't cook a lot anymore. So I have to say I have always loved and will always love the beverage mix. It's just a powder protein that tastes really good, and that's a good high quality product. So I snack on that. But another thing that I love to snack on is nuts. So if you want to do your combination of nuts, like walnuts, almonds, those kind of things, that's a big snack. But honestly, right now I really have a lot of fruits and a lot of vegetables. Those are my snacks, because I realize those are really the best thing. Your body needs those anyway, so I really have fruits and vegetables before I go to anything else, just because I feel like most Americans don't have enough fruits and vegetables. Oh, absolutely not.
And so if you tell yourself, I'm going to eat these fruits and vegetables, and then you start actually eating, but you tell yourself you're going to do this first, I think that's just how you can get all those into your body, because there's just no nutrients you can find. that's in those.
Right. So like grapes and nuts or oranges,
strawberries, bananas. I like bananas. I love bananas.
It's a great combination.
Apples. I always have an apple or two every day. I love apples.
Yeah.
Just depends on what you like, and you know, you can tell people what to eat, but I'm going to be honest with you. If you don't like it, you're not going to eat it. So find those things that you really love. You know, because that's important.
Yeah, seasoning is important when if you're going to eat chicken and broccoli or whatever every day. Yes. Make sure it tastes good.
I have to admit though, I bought broccoli, and I'm the person that buys the broccoli, and I'm like, oh dear, I didn't eat the broccoli.
You didn't eat it.
I always buy it, but so I've learned don't buy those things that just sit there. Yeah. There are things you get really motivated.
We all go through it. You meal prep 4 or 5 meals, and then the last 2 you're just like not eating it. Can't do it.
Yeah.
So you're not alone if you're thinking the same thing.
We're all human, aren't we? I love my ice cream, but since let's see, this has been about 8 days. I haven't had any processed sugar, and I have to tell you, I feel really good. So my goal is to only have, and I always challenge myself with nutrition, and I think it's good to challenge yourself. Do something different. Try to see what you can do with your body. But so I'm not having any processed sugar this year unless it's a celebration, like is it a birthday? We go out somewhere. It's a special occasion. Then I treat myself to processed sugar, like a cake or whatever. But then every day, no, I don't have to have sugar every day. Nope. I'm not doing that.
That's a great goal.
That's what I'm doing. Yep.
Love it. Love it. All right. So what are 1 or 2 tips you have for people just starting out their journey?
Oh, with what?
Like their fitness journey.
Oh, with their fitness journey.
Yeah. So someone that's just starting out, and maybe you're a fitness instructor, and they come to you and they're saying, okay, hey, I'm new and I'm just getting started. What's something that maybe you would want to tell them, or something that you hear a lot of?
Well, I think it's important. I mean, you know, if you're a fitness instructor at a certain place, of course you want them to do that workout. But I thought beyond that, I really believe this. You have to like what you're doing. Okay? Yeah. Yes, somebody might say go do this and you're going to get the best results, but if you do that and you don't like it, you're not going to do it. You're not going to want to go do it. So to me, the most important thing with working out is have fun. Be excited about going. You know, you just can't wait to get there. It's one of the things you look forward to. So key. It really is. You have to look forward to it and want to do it. So that's the first thing. That's very important because there's so many different things you can do. And the second thing is, do you like the atmosphere, and are the people you're around encourage you and you know, they're just like, they give you that good vibration, that good energy. Those are the 2 things I think are most important. There's a lot of other things, but those are the 2 top, I think.
So what I'm getting at is, or what I'm listening to is, you got to enjoy the process. You got to enjoy the stuff you're eating. You got to enjoy... You know, where you're going. And, okay, what about somebody that doesn't like to do group fitness? This is something that I was just talking about on one of my previous podcasts. Let's say maybe they're just getting started and they don't want to go to a gym. What's better, walking, jogging, or sprinting? If you had to pick
Walking.
Walking, right.
Definitely. I mean, I work with a lot of people that can't sprint and they can't jog. And to me, walking is, I can walk as fast as I can jog. So is it better for me at my age to jog or to walk? Walk fast. It's better for my body in general, you know, because you can hurt yourself jogging or sprinting.
Yep.
So walking definitely.
Okay. Let's see. Something that you wish you knew whenever you first got started.
When I first got started, I won't even say where I first got started because it'll tell my age. Nobody probably even knows what it is.
So like, what is something that you learned maybe 10 years ago or so where you said, man, I wish I would have known that a decade sooner, you know?
So I'm just at the point in my life where I feel like everything's important that you know, but I don't know. Can we come back to that one?
Well, I think I know.
Oh, do you?
I think I know, just from knowing you.
Oh, okay.
But it's really the importance of the nutrition aspect, right?
Oh, yeah, you're right. Because I went through my whole life not eating right. And oh my gosh, I was such a binge eater. And then around in my 40s, I discovered through my son, who watched me eating and not eating, eating, not eating, and doing every single workout, he realized, oh my gosh, my mother does not eat correctly. So
Yeah.
he really did pull me into eating healthy and helped me learn how to eat, and that just changed my body completely.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wished I would have realized that when I was in my 20s, even back in high school, I struggled.
Yeah.
So yeah, nutrition is 80%.
And
80%.
you got to having abs in
Yeah.
your 50s
Yes.
and all this stuff. And
Yeah. Yep.
Incredible.
Yes.
Incredible
I
to see
feel
the
good
journey.
about, and I don't really care about what I look like at my age. I care about how I feel. How I feel
Right.
is most important, because you just get to the point that's not that big of a deal. But
Exactly.
I think feeling good and having energy is huge.
That's why I stopped trying to just lift so much and be big, because I'm not a big guy anyways.
Yeah, and
it was like so hard to keep up that mass, and I didn't feel that good, So I went to more body weight, functional, stretching and more athletic type.
Yeah.
Because
one thing he can do is jump so high. I think it's like freakishly, like how high he can, like it's like he can go as higher than you stand. That's amazing to me.
yeah, I can.
It's
I need
agility,
to
isn't
get
it?
back to it. But
Agility.
Yeah.
I was always impressed with that, because I cannot do that. But we all have our
I've always
gifts.
liked jumping, so
Yeah.
I always did like the
Yeah.
high jump and stuff like that. So
Yeah, we have our gifts, and we need to realize what they are. Not try to be and do what other people do that just don't fit us.
yeah, true.
I'm glad you discovered that.
Find out what you like, what you want to do.
What
and
you love.
Everybody's journey is different, right? I mean, you're going to start one place and then you might end up a completely different spot.
Yeah.
Or different type of classes, or you might just start walking and all of a sudden you're like, man, I want to do triathlons,
Right. That's what some people love. They love the challenge of doing 5Ks or triathlons or Ironman and all that. They love it.
Yeah. My uncle, or actually he's my cousin, he's just older. He's an Ironman, so he's done all of the Ironman races. And
those are hard.
Doing like 100-mile runs through the mountains and stuff. It's insane.
I don't know. That sounds fun.
And yeah, he does like
how-
the biking where you have to carry the bike through the
Oh,
river,
no,
and
I
then
don't
you
know
like,
about-
and then you like
wow.
ski. It's like run, bike, ski, stuff like that. I mean,
Wow.
it's insane.
Wow, that sounds
So,
cool. Yeah.
He's very
I feel
inspiring.
like I need to get on a different level now. Okay, thanks, Dave.
Yeah, I know. As soon as you think you
I'm
got,
like, oh my gosh.
you get to the peak, right? You look over and you see it, and you're like,
Somebody else
dang.
is doing something. You're like, whoa.
That's why you can't compare your journey to anybody's, or else you'll just go nuts.
Yeah, because
You know.
maybe I wouldn't like that. I don't like the cold. I don't know if I'd want
No,
to
you
ski.
wouldn't. You wouldn't last. It's okay. You're good in your own space. I'm good in my own
maybe
space.
running on the beach would be
He lives in
something.
Colorado.
Oh,
so
yeah.
He lives
okay.
up in the mountains. It's
Yeah.
part of it. It's part
Yeah,
of it.
I do not like snow.
No.
I learned that.
Yeah, that's why we moved back from Nebraska back to
We
Texas.
tried it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, hey, thanks for stopping by today, taking
Thanks,
some time.
Dave.
I just want to let you know you're a huge inspiration to a lot of people,
Oh.
a lot of ladies especially, and to me as well. So
Well,
thank
you're
you.
an inspiration to me too.
So
Keep doing this Fit with Dave.
thank you.
Okay?
We'll keep it rocking.